Hey everyone, welcome to module 2 of this complete course designed for 3D printing using Autodesk Fusion 360. And in this lesson we are going to talk about the Fusion 360 fundamentals. So as you can see right now on your screen, so this is my Fusion 360. So on the top that you can see over here, this is the application bar, guys. So on the application bar we got general settings like how to create a new design, how to save your file, how to upload other settings like how to start sharing your drawing, how to 3D print your part, how to save your drawing. So these are the basic settings that we used to see in any other softwares like Microsoft Excel, Word. So similar settings is in the application bar. Then on the left top corner here you can see this icon. We call it data panel. So if I will click onto over here you can see this is all my data panel. So here we can, whatever the designs we are working, we'll be able to store onto this. As you guys know, Fusion 360 is cloud-based CAD/CAM software. So whatever the files and designs we are working on is getting saved on the cloud, but we can also save it on our local computer. We'll get an option. So here you can see by default it's getting saved on the cloud. So here are some of the project folder. By default I had created some of the project folders, and by default there will be few default project folders as well. So whenever you are first launching your Fusion 360 or logging into your Fusion 360 account, you will be able to see this project data panel over here, and from here if you will just double click onto any of your data panel, you will be able to get inside your project folders where you will be able to access all of your files. For example, if I will go onto my project folders, here you can see few of my designs are over here. So this way I can access all of my files inside data panel, and all the time you can access it from over here, from this left top corner over here. So just click on this icon to open it up, then click on this icon to close it or hide it up. So data panel is always over here. Then below the application bar we got the toolbar. So like any other CAD tool, any other CAD software, we got a toolbar where we have all the tools related to modeling, sketching, and all the stuffs related to your design process. So here you can see inside our toolbar we got different kind of workspaces. So Fusion 360, actually inside Fusion 360 we got different kind of workspaces. For example, right now we are inside design workspace. We can change the workspace. For example, if I want to go on to render workspace, so I will select that, and the moment I will select, here you can see we got different kind of tools also. So what they did basically is they had divided all the tools into different categories, and they had created a different workspaces for that. For example, if I want to go on to animation workspace, so the moment I will click on the animation workspace, I will be able to see only the animation tools, like whatever the tools needed to create any animation. So this way they had separated the workspace to make the Fusion 360 user interface looks so it will look more clean, right? So after this tool menu bar we got this browser bar over here. So whatever the steps or whatever the files, design, sketches you are creating, a tree, branches will be added over here. That's why we call it browser bar. So here you can see by default there will always be three options like document settings, named views, and origin. So you can see this way I can turn on or turn off my origin folder over here. So by default in the browser tree, here you can see these three will always be there, but once you will start creating something, this browser tree will grow longer and longer. So after that we got a view cube over here. So here you can see view cube is like any other CAD software, just to navigate across your 3D model. If you want to go to top view, you can go that. If you want to go on to the front view, you can click on that, and if you want to go on to the home view, you can click on this home icon as well. So this way you can just navigate across your 3D model using this view cube. And then after that we got navigation bar over here. Here you can see on the bottom, so inside navigation bar we got all the tools related to navigating your 3D model. For example, this orbit tool, then look at tool, then pan tool, zoom tool, zoom in, zoom out tools, then some other settings related to your visual styles. Like if you want to change your visual styles to wireframe, shaded, or something else, you can do that using the tools options over here. And then we got the environments, effects, or if you want to change the background, you can change that from the settings over here. Also we got an option to make your layout grids visible or turn it off or turn it on. So by default when you are just getting started, you will be able to see these layout grids, and that's completely fine, because in the beginning when I was new to Fusion 360 I also used to keep this turned on, but when I got very comfortable I don't use this so much. And then at the bottom of this Fusion 360 we got a timeline that is really very important. For example, if you are creating a design, all the steps you are doing For example, whatever the design approach that we had planned in our earlier lesson, so whatever the steps we will be following, it will be getting recorded into the timeline. So at any point of time, if I want to make any edit into our design, I can just instantly come onto my timeline and make any edits, and it will instantly reflect onto your 3D model. So the timeline is really very important in Fusion 360. So these are some basic settings of Fusion 360, guys, about the Fusion 360 user interface. So if you got any questions related to these topics, these things, so just comment below in the lesson or into the course. I will try to answer them. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Let's move on to our next lesson.